sort of confusing what you came to as conclusions about how that had changed. What do you think of it?
Well, he kind of merged the two languages, English and French, when he conquered it, because he was a French ruler. Well, he's from Normandy, but they spoke French. So he made basically the officials speak French, but the common people still spoke English, and they kind of merged together to create Middle English, which we speak a combination of the words today. So.
Can you give an example of some of it?
Well, I think in here there's one called gentleman. It was originally, I believe, gentle was English and man was French, and they combined them together and made like this word. So they combined some of the words as well. And they also changed like the animals, the terms. So like, say they were called like cow or something before, and then they would be changed to like beef or something when they were cooked. And
Right.
they just changed the terms and stuff.
What, was there a particular resource when you were doing your work that you found particularly helpful?
I believe it was kind of a mix of all of them, because our teacher made us make 100 note cards each. So then we had 100 sources on each topic. The one I liked a lot was, I believe it was the Stevenson-Kira one. This one right here. That one helped quite a bit with English. I did the English tab, so that was my main focus.
What do you think could you say was the most surprising thing you learned in doing your project about Wayne the Conqueror?
Well, I didn't really know about the feudalism system, so I learned a lot about that, and it was kind of nice to know. And we got a few of the terms mixed up in the feudalism system when we were kind of discussing it as a team, and we just eventually cleared it all up, but we were like using because there's different roles in it. So like some of us were using one role and saying it was this thing, but others were using a different thing, and we were really confused.
So what did you sort out from that?
What do you mean?
I mean, what did you decide were the different roles and how
Well,
did
basically
you
we went and
figure it
found
out?
multiple different sources that basically said the same thing, and we decided to use those terms.
So can you run us through sort of the feudalistic system? I mean, we read about it, but how the sort of the hierarchy worked of the different groups of people?
Yeah. There was the king who basically owned all of the land at the beginning, and then in exchange for services for him, he would basically hand out the land, and he would give that to what would become the lords, and then they would basically distribute it, and they would be the most powerful people under the king, and they would distribute it out for basically more common folk for services, and then if they got enough land, they would eventually become lords, but it kind of just kept expanding out. And it started with one guy, oh gosh, I can't remember.
Now what is that? I was interested in that Doomsday book you're talking about that. What is that?
It's pronounced Doomsday. It's really weird spelling.
It doesn't have two O's in it though?
No. It's pronounced, it looks like Domesday, but it's actually pronounced Doomsday. And what it is basically a log of all their taxes that William requested to be written. So it had like information about everybody in the country and everything. And so we used that as, well, we kind of just found it.
So did you actually study it then, or just?
We looked at it, and it said a few about like the main people, like Edward the Confessor. It had a few information about him. It was kind of almost like a summary thing of each person, I guess, and their taxes, and it didn't give out too personal information on the online one.
Can you sort of lead us through the process of assembling your the website part of it? I was really taken with your use of the flames and that sort of thing. That really was appealing
Yeah, there is a audio in the background. It's supposed to be like wind and a crow, like you're actually there. And you
Okay.
hear that outside the window. But what we did originally, this isn't at all what the website looked like. At regionals, it was completely different. We each basically made our own tabs, and we kind of implemented them together in the website. Then what we did is we were each required to write an annotated bibliography and a process paper for our grade. Then we basically picked whose was the best one that summarized the whole thing. And then with the annotated bibliographies, we all had different sources because we were required to each get 100 different sources. And so then we basically combined all of our sources together that weren't the same. And then we basically picked the best process paper, and we all kind of worked together on the home tab. Originally after regionals, I changed all these pictures in the back to a little bit darker, I guess. They were really like bright earlier, and it just didn't look too good, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are you talking about?
It was an earlier version of the website
Okay.
before we changed the pictures in the back.
So how, I'm just such an ignoramus, so what's the source of those pictures and the animation and that sort of thing? How does that work?
What do you mean?
Well, are those just little looped videos in the background? Is that?
Those are, it's a GIF image, a GIF image.
Okay, okay,
So it's like an animated picture.
okay. Where do you find those?
You just search them up.
Okay. Oh, it's very effective, I thought.
You can go on Google and if you type in GIF and then what you're looking for,
Uh-huh.
and then go to the images tab, it'll pop up with about 10 of animated pictures of.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't have any other questions.
I don't think I do either. Well,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's very educational.
Thank you.
Good job, thank you.